Hi class, it's Mrs. Higginson. I am doing the work in the packet for Thursday, May 28th. Your first page is letter tracing, just like yesterday, but this is lowercase. Write your name at the top. You might have to write smaller than usual. For date, you can write 5 dash, which is just a little line, 28 to 8, another dash, 20, which is 2, 0. And you are going to start each letter at the top and trace. Remember, the dot on I is a ghost dot. It's not touching, it's floating in the air. And the dot on J is a ghost dot, and it's floating, not touching the letter. I'm going to pause the video while I do mine. I'll check in with you once I'm done. You know how I tell you to slow down and be careful when you're doing your work because you make mistakes when you're not? I got going too fast, and look at my L. I went off the line because I was going too fast. So it's okay to make mistakes. Teachers make mistakes too. But when we're doing our work, it's important to slow down and be careful. Alright, your next page is on the back. Flip it over. Please write your name at the top. The title of this page says inside or outside. The directions on the bottom say draw a line from each inside item on this side to the living room. Draw a line from each outside item to the tree. So hose, inside or outside? Piano, inside or outside? Rake, inside or outside? Couch, inside or outside? Wheelbarrow, inside or outside? Alright, so hose goes outside, piano inside, rake outside, couch inside, wheelbarrow outside. Flip the page. We have a connect the dot, but first, write your name. Remember, this is how we practice. When we do things over and over again, our brain gets stronger. It's like a muscle. When you lift weights, you keep doing it over and over again to get your muscles stronger. We write our name over and over again to get our brain and our hands stronger. So the directions say start at 1, connect the dots. Remember, I'm not going to actually be touching the numbers, sorry. You're just touching the dots. So I first have to find number 1. Here it is. It's a star. And draw the star to the dot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And we made a tent for the little girl and her doggy to sleep in. The sentence down here says, "It is fun to sleep in a tent." I agree. Have you ever slept in a tent? Okay, on this page, let's write our name at the top before we get started. This says pie graph. Do you like pies? Me too. My favorite is apple or lemon meringue. Dutch apple. I like the apple with the crumbs on top. What's your favorite pie? Okay, our directions at the bottom say look at the pie. Color the largest section green. So I'm going to get my green colored pencil. And I have to decide which piece is the largest. Remember, largest is the math word for biggest. Do you see the biggest piece? Would you want to eat the biggest piece? I would. I'm turning my paper just so I can color a little bit easier. This piece is still the biggest, even if I turn my paper. Alright, I did the largest piece green. Our next part says color the smallest section red. Smallest is the math word for littlest. Do you see the smallest section? This one. I'm holding my colored pencil funny. Just while I'm coloring, I never want to write like this, but when I'm coloring, it makes it so that it makes a fat line instead of a little skinny line. Alright, let's see what our last step says. Color the medium-sized section orange. Find an orange. Oh no, I think my pencil's breaking. Okay, look, my broken pencil. I pushed too hard on them. There is our pie. Now we have one more page to do today. It's a cutting page, so you can tear it right out of the back. And it looks like this. It says seed to flower. I am going to pause the video, and then I'm going to write my name and cut out these 3 flower pots. I want you to pause your video and then write your name and cut out your 3 flower pots, please. I put my name on the top and I cut out my 3 pictures. My next set of directions says glue them in order. So that means I need to decide which one would come first. Which of these would come first when I'm growing something? So the first thing I do when I'm growing something, I put some dirt in, and then I take a seed and I put it in, and then I need to make sure it gets water and sunshine. Do you see which pot has just the seed in the middle? Yes, this one. So flip it over, a little bit of glue, and put it right by the number 1, inside the number 1 box. Now after the seed starts to grow, is it going to be short with leaves, or is it going to be tall with leaves and a flower? It's going to start to sprout, this one. And when it sprouts, it has just 1 or 2 leaves, and then it grows more. And then after it's gotten lots of food from the soil and lots of sunlight and water, it might grow a flower for you. Depends on what kind of plant it is. Some plants don't have flowers like that. There we go, seed to flower. You can color it if you would like. You only have 1 more day of work left in your packet, and then you are done with TK. I am so proud of you, and I miss you so much. Bye.